Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Come out strong, stop him for no gain on the opening play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Brown wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Nimrod. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here, running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
He's got it again. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got it on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Handoff, Caden Durham. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. And you saw that linebacker do it.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off play action. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Finds his man. It's Brown. All by himself down the middle. Tap! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Levitt. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Oh, he's going to take a chance from his own goal line. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Cobb. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to run for it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Brown will throw it. He's got him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Runs through a tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Green. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to Caden Durham. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He's there to make the stop.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes a grab and room to run. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This Auburn crowd tries Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Picks up the 1st down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's loose down the left side. And he scored! Touchdown, Auburn!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the 1st half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. With the catch, it's Green.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finds a seam. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. And he's gonna bring this one out. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got a man, it's Durham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Steps away. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches, too. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete for a ball and not get incomplete. Can that give them the confidence they need here to slow this passing game down for the rest of the game?
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On first down, he just sneaks it ahead, though it's a little unusual play call. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that is...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quickly complete. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off the RPO, complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Berry. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
But and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Brown will throw it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Looking for space. It's Berry. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Run inside. It's Berry. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the 2nd half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game. And you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. On the move at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll run play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Up by one, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running inside, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's caught. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
It's on target and complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn lines up quickly. Last chance coming up. Fires into the end zone. On target. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.